This is the CBT video on using Word 2016 to do your citations, bibliography, footnotes, managing your sources, and other related things towards that. So start off, we're going to assume you have Word 2016 open. You're going to start with a blank document or your preferred document, because let's say you're doing a cover letter and you want to include a citation in there of your work being published in the news, or let's say you're doing a blog post and you need to put in some citations and footnotes because you're talking about the news or your daily life and you want to relate something that happened in your daily life with a news posting up nearby. So starting off though with a blank document, you're going to double click it and you're going to get open to here, and you're going to realize that hey, you're in your document, you're going to type, hey, this works. So you assume based on this, you're working with your documents, good to go. So we're going to move our mouse over to references, because this is what we're talking about, references, bibliography, and so on. So to start with it, we're going to start with managing our sources. We see that we already have one, but we want to make some new ones. So we're going to click new, and we're going to go to the kind of source we're using. We got book section, we got website, we got a report, you could even got a book on its own, journal articles, and many more to choose from should you want to use those in your citation. We're going to start off first with a book. So what we know is that we physically have this book with us. So we're going to look at it and we're going to find out what information we can. Sometimes you have a book that has that information missing, but you have access to its ISBN number. In my case, this book doesn't have its publishing information included with it because it was independently published. So we're going to find its ISBN number, we're going to go online, and we're going to go search it up. I'm reading the Columbus Day Expeditionary Force. From the ISBN number, I know that a gentleman by the name of Craig Allenson wrote it, and he published it in September 2017. We know that he independently published it. So, we're going to take the information that we have, like his name, and we're going to use that. We're going to put it in, and then we're going to go to the title. Columbus Day. And you may, if you want, you can put in the bracket Expeditionary Force if you really wish to. We're going to put the city. It doesn't have a city, so we're going to leave that blank. But we're going to put the publisher in, and we're also going to put in his name because he is the one who published it himself and had it printed. And we're going to realize that we're not going to put that in the year. So, 2017. There we go. So we have our first citation. Craig Allenson. We're going to find another citation. We're going to use a website. So we're going to navigate over to our favorite website, the CIA World Factbook, and we're going to use their analysis of the Soviet Union from 1947 to 1991. So we're going to find something that interests us. For me, it's the CIA analysis of the Soviet science and technology. And so here we have it. The author is Clarence Smith. Or well, he's the one who compiled the documents together. The authors themselves do not exist. So, Clarence Smith is the one who organized the documents that we're going to be using. We're going to set ours to a report. Our title is going to be CIA's Analysis of the Soviet Science and Technology. So we put that in as the title. Put the publisher in as the CIA. That's it. City, no city necessary. For the date, we're going to go put in 1950 because this is when the research initially started, and it'll be our starting point for our document. We're going to put Clarence Smith. There we go. So we have two of our citations right now. We got a book and we got a report. Now this report is online, but you can use a report that's available online, or you can use one that you physically have from the library. So we have our first two citations. So we're going to integrate our citation with a footnote. There's many styles you can put your citations in. You can put your citation in APA, IEEE, and so on. So to get started, we're going to quote, by the 1950s it was clear that the Soviet Union possessed nuclear weapons. We're going to put that in. put it in quotes. There we go. So we're going to insert a footnote with this. There. There's a 1 beside it and it indicates down to here. Now we're going to insert our citation. I'm going to put Smith, Clarence. There we go. Should there be other pages, you can just type in pg dot 36 if it's on page 36. So we have our first footnote and our first citation integrated in with our footnote. Now let's say this is all your document is right now. Let's go on to elaborate with our bibliography. So let's say your bibliography is halfway here down the page. You're going to do bibliography and insert with either one you choose. You can have a bibliography, references, and works cited. We're going to go with a bibliography. So it shows us that we have Allison C. and Smith C. There we go. Name, the year is published, and the individual who wrote it. And the agency related to publishing it, whether it be Random House Inc., the CIA, whoever else is the publisher of your written text. This is how you take care of your bibliography, your citations, and your footnotes. Thanks.